Alright, so we're going to be heading down to go grocery shopping in the States right away, and should be a good day for it. I guess the weather's good, and we'll see how it goes. It's a little bit of a jaunt down there, about 40 minutes, but we're going to hop in the car and be on our way. Should be fun. So we're on our trip, or our little trip down to the US to go grocery shopping, and this is probably one of the first times that we are really trying to prepare ourselves for this whole no sugar thing. So we're going to be very mindful of the sugar content and make sure that we are choosing our foods, choosing our foods appropriately, I guess, so that we don't break any kind of grams of sugar. We have noticed in the past that usually if you just look at the labels where it tells you about sugar, that's not the only place you need to look, as it actually lists a lot of times sugar in the contents but has 0 grams in the list, which seems odd to me. But we're going to be a little more precise in making sure we pick foods that have 0 grams, or at least if it does contain some kind of sugar, hopefully it's some kind of natural sugar. And we'll see how it goes. So we're on our way, and we'll see how expensive it is to make sure we're not eating crap. Alright. Alright, so one of the challenges we always have with eating is eating out. So one of the big things we wanted to make sure that we did was, while we were down in the States, or before we went down to grocery shop, is kind of come up with a meal plan and get some ideas so that we were prepared to eat at home and make meals that would last us, a couple days. So that's kind of what we did. And of course, while we were down there, stay away from a lot of the aisles that have stuff we shouldn't be eating. Always a challenge. Week 1, we're about 4 or 5 days in, and so far going good. We'll let you know as soon as week 1 actually comes to a finale. Okay, so we did our grocery shopping, and we're on our way back home. And for those of you that don't know or whatever, my wife and I usually shop in the US, and it's mostly because of certain types of foods. Now, we don't buy all of our stuff, but certain types of foods are much cheaper, so we're only about 40 minutes away from the border, so we usually just hop across. But we did pretty good, we think. About $200 US, so let's say 250-ish Canadian. But we got way more of the types of foods that we go for, so meats and things like that, meats and cheeses. So because of that, I think we do much better in our shopping, and I think we got enough food to be able to last us the next 2 weeks.
Except for vegetables.
Except for vegetables. You probably heard my wife. Except for vegetables. So we're gonna end up going vegetable shopping back home. And anyways, we find that if you want fresh vegetables, you kind of need to go grocery shopping for it more often, instead of just buying vegetables that'll hopefully last you for 2 weeks, because they won't. So anyway, we're on our way home, and we should be there shortly, and we will try to figure out our meal plans and get us all ready for the next 2 weeks. Alright, so we're back home now, and it looks like I said, if you saw all the videos, everything went well. We got all our food ready for the week. Week 1 hasn't been too challenging. One of the biggest things that I found actually so far is that I've been fairly tired. It can't seem, well, my sleep is good, but I just seem during the day not to have the energy that I normally would, and I kind of expected that. Change of diet, of course. Not used to having almost, very, very small amounts of sugar. So we shall see if the end of this week and going further that changes at all. I would expect that it would. But I'll keep you guys in the loop, and we'll see how it all goes.